You're listening to Spotlight on Business on Newstalk 95.3, Michiana's news channel. Once again, here's your host, Laura Smith.
Welcome back to the Merchant Alliance Show. I'm Laura Smith, and joining me today is the wonderful president and vice president of the Merchant Alliance for downtown Elkhart, Angie Rockenball. She is the president of the Merchant Alliance, and she is also the owner of I had no idea it was here for that many decades, 3 decades or so, of Interior Motives, that beautiful store for home, different beautiful decor for home. But she's also an interior designer. And one more thing, she just became a licensed real estate broker for Coldwell Banker in town. So if you need a home and then you need someone to design it, Angie Rockenball is your go-to person for that. And she's on Main Street. What is the actual address of Interior Motives? Yeah,
it's 224 South Main in downtown Elkhart.
Perfect. And the vice president of the Downtown Alliance is Lily Reynolds, the third generation of Reynolds that has owned Stephenson's of Elkhart for 64 years, although she's only in her 20s. But she's an old soul. She still does when I say old-fashioned, I don't mean that. Not old-fashioned.
We take that as a compliment.
Okay, very good. Old-fashioned. She actually does alterations on things like gowns and beautiful dresses and things for women. Where do you find that anymore, especially in a 20-some-year-old? But I guess if you grow up in the dynasty of the Reynolds family, you're bound to be something to do with that.
Definitely something that was instilled young is like taking these old values, old things that people like, shopping has changed a lot, not even with online, but just the way we shop, even in person. So how can we bring kind of that customer-oriented mindset? Like, how can we best serve our customers, bringing that along with modern-day fashions?
Absolutely. And there's something for everyone in that store, as it was in a test on the birthday night, which was last week. The men's store, I couldn't get a word in edgewise with your dad. He was so busy. There were so many guys down there buying everything from jackets to jeans and beautiful pullovers and hoodies and vests and all.
There are a lot of well-dressed men in downtown Elkhart now.
I'm telling you, it is impressive, and I like a well-dressed guy. I just think it's important, and it's we don't want it to be a lost art. Women like their men showing up, dressing up, and looking great. So there's nothing wrong with that. So that's a beautiful thing. And you, Interior Motives, I know with coming up this week, we've got Sip and Stroll, and that is on Thursday. So yes. That is so much fun. When I first moved here 5 years ago, my cousin said, you got to come to the Sip and Stroll. I was like, what's that? And oh my gosh, I had so much fun. I had like 8 bags of stuff from all up and down the street and 8 glasses of champagne, but that's for another. That's for another show. Yes. Anyway, so tell us about some of the trends. I'm going to ask both of you separately, but Angie, what are some of the trends right now in home decor and design? What are the colors people look at? What are the textures people are going for? Is wood in? Is light wood in? Is dark wood in? Tell us some of the trends. I love that.
Well, I'm really excited about what's coming for 2026. I'm starting to watch, the color trends that I'm seeing from Benjamin Moore and Sherwin-Williams, and they're really dark, deep, moody colors, which we have been so deprived of color these last several years with the whole farmhouse, and everybody wanted white on white on white. And we knew in gray, and we just knew in a matter of time that was going to circle around and become the opposite. So we are seeing more cabinetry that's done in the natural wood tones. We're seeing more of these deep, just incredibly gorgeous colors, these deep greens and these really rich, deep blues. And I'm just really excited about all of it. Deep gold, warm tones and lots of texture.
That makes me happy because it makes me feel like, okay, I'm not too much out of the trends because my house consists of walls that are, blue, orange, green, gold, and yeah, that's it. That's all.
I love it.
But it's so cozy. I mean, I've been to your house. I love it so much. So, but it's you. And that's, again, as my role as being an interior designer, I don't follow the trends necessarily because I want the house to reflect the architecture of the home as well as the person who lives there.
And you are a master at that. I love your eye is so keen. and you have such an appreciation of architecture and of, in terms of design for the actual house itself, for the bones. And you've got all that. And then on top of it, you just have impeccable taste with color and style. And when I go in, I just want to stay in your store. I sometimes I force myself not to go in because I know if I go in there, I'm just going to stay for hours and I'm going to sit on those sofas and those chairs. And I don't want to get up. You just don't want to get up. You have the most beautiful furniture in your stores. In addition to decor, it's not just decor. She has beautiful furniture. She has beautiful rugs. Mm-hmm. I mean, every single thing you can imagine to create the house of your dreams. So Interior Motives, 224 Main Street, South Main Street, and go in there. I mean, if nothing else, if you just want to have a feast for your eyes, your heart, your mind, your soul, go into Interior Motives. You'll come out absolutely inspired and refreshed.
And you should come in now, especially because we have totally decorated for the holidays. So it just... when we start pulling all of those new items out, it just really creates almost like a Hallmark situation because it's just so cozy and so inviting. So
it is. Yeah. It is 100%. As is Stephenson's. When I go in there, thank goodness you do have a chair because I usually find it and I'm sitting down and talking with people for hours after I've done my shopping. So what are you seeing, Lily, in terms of fashion trends, styles? Now for the cold winter months, what are you seeing in terms of fabrics and colors?
So I'd never really thought about the tie-in between fashion and interior design, but I mean, we are seeing a lot of the same things, a lot of those really rich jewel tones, which I mean, in fall, you start to see those darker colors, but really moody. One of our favorite colors this season has been a really deep Merlot color, like a cherry red. It's gorgeous. Mm-hmm. Really, really dark. That. It elevates any outfit. It gives it a little bit of life, a little color to what can otherwise be a pretty dreary season,
Yeah.
Indiana winters they're no joke. So anytime you get to bring a little life, a little texture in, we love it.
Yeah. You don't want a fashion line called Lake Effect.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
All gray and
all
white.
All gray and white and slush everywhere.
Exactly. No, so yeah, I can attest to that. My coat that I bought there, so now I've started a tradition that I need
This is our favorite holiday tradition.
Yeah, I have to buy a coat every winter now from Stephenson's. And last year, I thought there could be no other coat like this. And I got so many compliments on it. And I was petted by so many people. They literally would come up, people I didn't know. Oh, I love your coat. And then they'd start petting me on my arms, my sleeves. And I always said, Stephenson's.
Yes.
They're like, really?
You were truly a walking advertisement.
I was. I no need for a billboard because, that coat was pink and I think orange and blue and purple. Now, this new coat that I got this year, it's similar in that it's very hairy. So people are still coming up and trying to pet me. But this one is much deeper toned. So it's really dark blue, magenta, purple, and pink. Dark pink, though, not light pink like my other one. And I'm telling you, all of a sudden, again, everyone is like, oh, my word, where did you get that coat? And I always say, Stephenson's.
Yeah. We can always trust you to pick out the most fabulous coat of the season.
Yes, but for people who are not as crazy as me, and it's not that I'm crazy or that the clothes are crazy, but it's adventurous color-wise as I am, you have this pleather thing that I tell you, and when I've lost 17 pounds. When I lose another 17, I'm going to get one of them.
It's there waiting for you.
I hope so. I hope it's still there because it's like pleather and it's almost, you put your arms through it, but it's not a coat.
Oh, the cape. That has been another one of our favorites this season. So we have it in a couple colors right now. There's one in a really light bone color. So, really light off-white. It works really well for this time of year because you still, you get a couple warm days here and there. You're not ready to commit to the full dark wardrobe of winter. So we have that available as well as a really pretty cognac brown. And then our favorite, not that we're biased, but we're a little biased, is this really nice champagne metallic. It can elevate a plain outfit like nothing else. You put it on over even all black. You put it on, match it to a little clutch, and you're good to go.
Now, I've noticed that all of the colors are named after my favorite drink. So you have Merlot, champagne, and
Isn't
bourbon.
that so
Was it the other one?
convenient?
Bourbon? Was that the other one? What was the third?
Cognac. But
cognac.
there is bourbon.
See what I'm saying?
Forget like meal pairings. We have outfit pairings. with
There
our-
exactly. And then
what?
Dora.
Yeah. We have beautiful drink pairing options with all of our pieces.
wonderful. I can think of nothing else. You know, this is just a sampling, a snippet of what you can find in downtown Elkhart. And if you haven't been already inspired to go shopping, to do all your holiday shopping, to do shopping for whatever you have coming up for your home or for yourself or for your loved ones, this is the place to be. Downtown Elkhart, Main Street, South Main Street is chock full of stores, and some a little bit north too, but the big crux of them is in that. But a lot of the stores we're talking about today are right there on Main Street and South Main Street, and it's such a wonderful time of the year to get out there and get shopping. And I tell you what, having you wonderful women running the Merchant Alliance as president and vice president, we are in very good hands. I know that this is only the beginning of how exciting downtown Elkhart is going to be for years to come. And with all the building that's going on there and the shows and it's just, all of it is just too exciting for words. So thank you for all you do for our community. It really, truly makes a difference.
We definitely love being a part of it. I think that's something that we were talking about a while ago is, it's not so much skill, but it's passion for downtown. It's passion for what you do. And I think people really notice that. We're excited about what's to come. And thank you guys for giving us a platform.
Oh, for sure. I'll give you a platform any day of the week, and I'll come to your platforms too, because that's what I love to do. So come see me in downtown Elkhart. This has been the Merchant Alliance Show. You can go to dodowntownelkhart.com for all of the different various small businesses that make our beautiful city of Elkhart the city with a heart. I'm Laura Smith.
If you missed any part of today's show, log on to 953mnc.com and look for the Spotlight on Business podcast. Be sure to tune in again next Sunday afternoon at 4:30 for Spotlight on Business on News Talk 95.3, Michiana's news channel, your breaking news and weather station.
Podcasts by Federated Media.